Hi, I'm Curtis, the CEO and founder of FIXXR. So FIXXR is an online platform that connects car owners with awesome, accredited, experienced mechanics. And those mechanics then come to your home or office to service your vehicle. We predominantly focus on proactive maintenance, so we aren't the AA who's going to come and tow you when you're stuck on the N1. We're the guys who you call to not have you get stuck on the N1. It started out of frustration. I drove a Renault Clio, didn't have cash to take it for a service. My check engine light was on for a little bit. I then went on the normal, I know a guy, I love four-ways, hey, does anyone have a friend who can help me out? Went through about 5 or 6 mechanics just trying to figure out and find someone I can trust. I eventually found someone through a friend of mine at his birthday braai by complete fluke. At the end of it, I just went, there must be a better way to help someone who needs their car fixed to get it fixed. And that's where the idea came from for FIXXR. Just out of absolute and utter frustration. So our typical client is a car owner that drives a car that is out of warranty, so typically 5 years plus, that is time conscious and cost conscious, that's looking for a transparent quote that they can get from a reliable source with a mechanic they feel they can trust, and that mechanic will then come to them to be able to save them the time and money that other places would ordinarily either charge them, or you'd have the inconvenience of needing to go to a shop to go and drop your car off. I think the biggest challenge has been we're a completely bootstrapped entity until January of this year. So we've been completely bootstrapped, funded out of friends, family and fools. The biggest challenge has been balancing wanting to grow this new business and this new idea while still needing to pay your bills. And that requires you to still obviously focus on whether you're full-time employed, you're 8 to 5, or whether you've got another business that generates money. You still need to spend enough time on that business to have it allow you to pour energy into something that's still getting off its feet. That has been by far the biggest challenge, because it means a lot of blood, sweat and tears, Saturdays, Sundays, etc., working on the business. You want to chase funding when you technically don't need funding. You don't want to chase funding when the lights are about to go out or anything like that. You want to chase funding where the power is with you as the business owner. Build a business that first scales, that has customers, that has a product that you can go to an investor and say, I've got this already. All I need is your money to help this thing get even bigger. You don't want to go to an investor or funder and be in a place where they feel like they're going to have to build everything on your behalf for you to then make the money. So my advice would be quite simple. First, build your business to a point where it is investable before you want to go and chase funding. And that's built on a simple premise. Chase clients, not funding. If you chase enough clients, funders will get excited about you on your behalf. Do things that don't scale. So like the whole on-demand business model is built on the premise that you're going to scale to be this global Uber or this global Taxify or whatever. I think when you're starting out, do things that don't scale and really take the time to properly understand your customer, because the on-demand model is based on that whole thing of convenience, saving time, saving money, but there's a lot of underlying behaviors that also drive why customers even pick you. They first need to trust you in a lot of instances. Uber could be the cheapest Uber ever, but if you didn't trust Uber to begin with, you still wouldn't get in their car, whether their app was sexy or not. So I think do things that don't scale to start with, really take time to understand your customer, and then scale into your tech. Especially if you're coming from a place where you don't have a lot of money to build the next Uber or the next Facebook or the next Taxify or Airbnb or anything like that. If you don't have a lot of money to build this massive sexy tech, then do things that don't scale.